Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, August 4. The Prime Minister and leader of the opposition, along with key leaders from a wide cross-section of society, have signed a memorandum of understanding for a national consensus on crime. The signing took place during a crime consensus summit held at the Jamaica Conference Center on Monday. The MOU outlines the steps that must be taken for a sustainable reduction in crime, laying out milestones and agreements on a monitoring and reporting mechanism.
The document also has a framework, a structure, to oversee the critical implementing players, to ensure that what we commit to is what we actually do. But more than that, to build public support for the consensus and to report to the public on a regular basis that the consensus is being maintained and truthfully followed.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness says it signals a united approach to fighting crime, stressing that it is criminals who benefit directly from political, economic, social, cultural, and infrastructural divides that continue to plague our society.
Criminals profit when there is a divide in strategy and policy in the government. I take hope in this public commitment towards consensus.
Priority areas of focus under the MOU include dismantling and eliminating criminal gangs and normalizing and reintegrating troubled communities. It also calls for preventing corruption, collusion, and money laundering, and reforming and modernizing the police and justice system.
One of the things that we should do as we move forward is take account of the lessons that can be learned from our experience over many decades in trying to tackle this issue of violent crime.
Other signatories to the MOU include the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, Jamaica Council of Churches, Private Sector Organization of Jamaica, Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, and the Jamaica Umbrella Group of Churches. 48 small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, seeking to access new markets for their products and services are to benefit from export development support. The Exim Bank and Jamaica Promotions Corporation, JAMPRO, recently signed a memorandum of understanding to provide this support. Through the MOU, the Exim Bank has created a club for exporters under the government's Export Max 3 program. It will allow them to access special services, fixed interest rates, reduced fees, market information, and other benefits that will ease the barriers to exporting for participating companies. Export Max 3 is being spearheaded by JAMPRO and is the third staging of the Export Max project, which was launched in 2011. The Export Club will support members with a 20% reduced commitment fees and faster processing time. It also offers a fixed interest rate of 8%, which is 1.5% lower than Exim's average rates, 6% on US dollar transactions, and 20% reduced fees for workshops or seminars by the Exim Bank. Also included are market intelligence and information on buyers, access to pre- and post-shipment financing with protection from default on payments by members' buyers, as well as trade credit insurance. About 30,000 residents served by the Port Antonio Health Center will benefit from a $3 million commitment to support the facility. The Southern United States Diaspora Group has pledged the amount under the Ministry of Health and Wellness's Adopt a Clinic program.
This approximately $3 million will go a far way in dealing with some of the minor repairs, the maintenance, giving the additional boost to the service provision.
The formal adoption ceremony was held at the clinic in Portland last Friday. Minister Christopher Tufton says it marks the 29th health center to be adopted under the program, representing approximately $80 million in contribution.
The adoption is a way to engage the community in being a part of the delivery of public health to that very community.
Students from several communities in the corporate area and St. Catherine have benefited from a 3-week summer camp aimed at improving their numeracy and literacy skills. The program was carried out by the Ministry of National Security under its Live Good campaign. This is a national anti-violence campaign that seeks to promote respect for each other, the sanctity of life, and law and public order. The summer camp was held at 6 primary schools in South St. Andrew. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of National Security, Senator Matthew Samuda, says a key objective was to prepare the students for high school.
What we identified was schools that we know are in deep need of help, especially the high schools. So we said part of the issue is that the students that get to them are not necessarily high school ready, which is frustrating for the students and frustrating for the teachers. So we tried to do an intervention with what we call the feeder schools, the primary schools with their grade 6 students that would get them a little more comfortable with what to expect for high school.
Senator Samuda was addressing a closing out ceremony and exhibition for the summer program at the DuPont Primary and Infant School in St. Andrew on Friday. Approximately 140 children from Majesty Gardens, Delacree Lane, Painland, Waterhouse, and as far away as Spanish Town attended the summer program at DuPont each day. In addition to academics, sports, music, and art were also part of the initiative. The National Water Commission, NWC's COVID Assistance Program, has been extended until August 31, 2020 for select categories of customers. Customers who have outstanding balances as at the 31st of May 2020 are now eligible to take advantage of the extension. These customers in the residential and condominium categories will continue to benefit from the 30% discount on their outstanding balances if they decide to settle their debt. A new discount arrangement is also being offered to commercial customers who can now benefit from a 25% reduction on their balances as at the 31st of May 2020. The NWC says the decision to offer these discounts was made after detailed analysis and due diligence against the backdrop of the ongoing negative economic impact of COVID-19 on households and businesses. The objective is to balance the needs of financially vulnerable persons who are served by the NWC with the need for the Commission to remain economically viable. Persons who can benefit from the discounts are strongly urged to take up the respective offers as quickly as possible by visiting the various commercial offices or by going onto the NWC website at nwcjamaica.com. They can also call 888-225-5692. And finally, over 30,000 names have been added to the latest voters list, which was published on July 31. The new list was published with the names of 1,913,410 registered electors. 14,029 names were removed from the previous November 2019 list, including 13,192 electors confirmed as dead. Electors added to the July 31 voters list can expect to collect their voters' ID cards by mid-August. The Electoral Commission of Jamaica says that if an election is held before November 30, this will be used as the official voters list for that election. The voters list is published twice per year on May 31 and November 30. Due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, the publication of the list scheduled for May 31 was delayed to July 31. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.